a massive art journaling haul. Hello everyone, I'm Caroline and today I'm going to show you my haul. Now I do have an excuse. I'm now going from having to share my space with everyone else to having my own studio, so I thought I'd go to the shop and have a little look, just treat myself to a few extra bits and pieces to put into my studio. And then I went to the charity shop or thrift store, whatever you call it, and straighten you up a little bit, and I found a few bargains which I couldn't resist. So I'll make a start showing you the new things that I bought, and then I'll show you what I got carried away with when we went to the charity shop. This haul is going to take a while, but there are so many interesting things in it. I love a good haul. I love watching what people have, and I'm hoping you'll enjoy watching my haul too. There are so many things for art journaling here. I think I'm going to be set for months before I use all this up, and I've got a lot of reusable things too. So let's get stuck in. Let's see what I got. So this is my fairly sensible haul. Lot here for art journaling. I think a haul is good because it suddenly gives you a new boost. You've got lots of things to play with to put in your new art journal. So these have already inspired me and I really am looking forward to starting to use them. So let's have a look what we got. And I love these keys. I was looking at keys because I had a particular idea in mind. I was making a journal. I needed a key. So I got these. There was another key in there which I've taken out and used. Let's see if you can see better. The plastic's very shiny. So these are lovely little keys. If I put my finger there, just to give you some perspective. Oh, they've even given some brads to attach these to whatever you're working on. But I sewed the one on that I was working on because it was going on a snippet roll. I also got some of these. Now, I wanted brown ones of these to go on tags, and somebody mentioned, brilliant bit of advice, get these and then use some of your ink on them to ink them into a brown colour. So I thought that was really clever. So I've got myself lots of those. I think they were 49p. I think all these keys were 97p. Let you know the prices so you can see how wild I went. This was 97p and it's ribbon on a roll. I thought that was about as dark as I'd like to go on a sort of vintage lacy type journal or snippet roll or whatever, collage. So I got that. I thought that was quite pretty. It feels quite like jute. It's almost stuck together when you're trying to unroll it. So there's that. And I also got this one because I want to make a denim journal. And I love this. This was 97p again for 2 meters. If I show you there, it's ribbon. Now that's not an extra layer of lace. That is actually printed on the ribbon, but it looks very convincing. And another 97p ribbon is this. Now I can use a ribbon strip on something, but what I'm thinking of, I'll get my scissors. Right, I've got my scissors. If I open this up, I'll show you what I'm planning. So if I open that like that, you've got ribbon that you can use. It would be very decorative. I'll show you that. Very pretty. But also, that one's there's a bit missing, but I'll just cut that one off to show you. If that was whole, I can just use that as a single embellishment. Obviously not that one because it's too close to the edge. But I thought that would be very useful. They almost look like botanical stickers, don't they? And I got some leaves. I love leaves. These, is there a price on these? They were £1. I got these from The Works. Oh, I need to hide this because that is from the next lot. I'll leave it there though because you see how the sun is reflecting. There we go. Cover that up. So these are lovely little leaves. All in different colours. Reds, greens, yellow. Now autumn is coming, even though we think, oh, it's only August, autumn will be here in no time. So I think that will be lovely for doing. I'm going to use these in my journaling, but also I like to draw girls' faces. And so I think I'll be drawing a girl's face and giving her leaves for hair. I think that will be very botanical and also, I suppose, a bit like a forest nymph type look. So there are lots of leaves in there. I don't know if it says 50. There we go. That should keep me going for a while. 50 leaves. Now, when I was in the works, I found these. And I was going to try to decide which one I wanted, because I do have enough craft paper, really. But my husband's a terrible enabler. We go in the shop and he says, buy what you like, but spend it. It's only money. If you want it, you have it. So I ended up buying 2. So I'll show you. This is a floral vintage. Move that out of the way. And I just fell in love with these papers. It was £3 for double-sided printed papers. And, well, as I opened this book, I didn't gasp, but I felt a gasp, if you see what I mean. These are so pretty. If I put it there, fill the page. But look at that. That is stunning. I know you couldn't use lots of this in a single journal or on a single page, but it is so lovely. I'm absolutely in love with these books. Now this one is the floral one. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. And they're all, most of them I think are pretty bright. I don't remember. Oh, that one's fairly pale. It's nice to have a bit of contrast. I did think they were all bright. And there's that one with, no, that doesn't go, but it is pale. More flowers. Now, if you don't like pink and purple, you're probably not going to like this book. But I think most people, if they don't love it, still like it. There are a few people who don't like pink, quite understandable. I have colours I'm not keen on. This almost reminds me of Cherry Blossom. Well, we've had that in a different shade. And some nice, I don't know, they're not what you'd call semi-solids. It probably is a name for this smaller pattern so they don't overwhelm the page so much. And then back to some overwhelm. I love the overwhelm. Then some lilacs. Now, that always reminds me, when I see lilacs on a white background, of like my granny's bedroom wallpaper. Pretty daisies. I hope my camera isn't going in and out of focus too much. It's a right nuisance. I have one of these webcams, which is brilliant until you're doing this sort of thing and you can't set focus on it if you want to run it from the laptop for some reason. You can't have 2 apps open at the same time on it, which is a real pain. So there we go. That is that one, which was the floral, vintage floral. 24 sheets double-sided, 250 grams a square metre. Is it 250? Put my glasses on. 230. So for £3, you've got some absolutely stunning papers there. And also, we've got Blooming Blossom. When I saw the title, I thought, oh, it's just going to be more flowers, but it's not. Let's do our double page thing again. So you've got some blossoms, yes, some lovely cherry blossom there. This is a nice, heart shapes on it, or petal shapes. Yeah, I think they're petal shapes. And there are more calm ones here, but then you've got this. Oh, I've got to show you this. Reminds me a little bit of a willow pattern. And then this is koi carp, very pretty. We've got cranes, I think they are. And more cranes. Look at that. You've got your, oh, it looks like a hydrangea to me, but no, I think it is cherry blossom. But then you've got these beautiful little hummingbirds, I would imagine. There, they are very sweet. And more koi carp. Now I have some Japanese stamps, so I'm going to have great fun with this and my Japanese stamps, making probably a Japanese journal. More birds. And more birds with more flowers. Oh, there's little birds there too. I didn't see those. Definitely into their blossom, their cherry blossom. More cranes. I like that. That's so neat and clean looking. More koi carp. More flowers. More koi carp. More flowers. More flowers. Oh, that's, I'm sure I've seen that in another pad. Probably have. I think these companies buy up the cheaper images, the licenses for them, and so you get a lot of repeats if you buy different books from different companies. Whoa, there's 2 of those there. So can I guess then that the second half of this, why is my camera flashing? Like, the second half of this book was a double of the first part, but my camera started playing up. You probably noticed the flickering. In the end, it was doot, 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 doot. I don't know. I don't have any luck with technology. There must be something about me. So let's have a little break and then we'll have a look at the things I bought at the charity shop. Got this. This was 25p. It's part of a ball of fluffy wool, a yarn. There. Now, I do want to make a black and white journal one day, so this will come in very useful for that, but it will also come in useful for lots of other things. So I thought, well, I'm going to get that. It needs a little bit of untangling, but 25p, yep, I'll take that. Let's move my glasses out of the way and have a look what else I got. I got an ink pad. Or 2, or 3, or 4, okay, or 5, okay, you got me. 6 ink pads. They were 30p each, so I couldn't resist them. I know I got 2 orange ones, but I thought at 30p, I'll get the ones I can. Let's have a look, open one up. They may be dry. You may find that's why they're reduced. Let's have a look. Oh no, they're very wet. Oops. I was expecting them to be dry, otherwise I wouldn't have so enthusiastically stuck my thumb in it. I need to wash that. The wonders of wet wipes. So I'm very pleased with those then. They're not dried up. I was a bit suspicious they may be, but at the end of the day, 30p each. That's £1.80 for all that ink. It was worth a gamble, and I'm glad I gambled now. I got this for 50p. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it is. Let's put it in the thing. It says Mixed Media Craft Plate, and I could see pictures on the back, but I didn't have my glasses with me, so I just picked it up anyway because I thought, it seems like a good price, 50p. So you can do things with it. Let's have a look. For more inspiration. And it is a Mixed Media Craft Plate, 21 by 21 centimetres. How do you get in? Aha! Pretty torn now anyway. Ah, so it's, must be one of those. Is it jelly plates they call them? Let's have a look. So it shows somebody putting a stencil on, then using a brayer and stenciling it, and then putting the paper on top. So yeah, I think it's one of those jelly plates. It's got the covers either side. I don't think it's ever been used. So 50p, I think I've done okay there. What I wondered as well, the biggest thing I thought was, well, I've got some stamps that need something bigger on the back. Could I put some stamps on there and use the stamps, make it easier? But 50p, I'm pleased with that. I'll figure out what to do with it. I'll try it out, do an experiment and see what I come up with. Who knows, I may even come up with something like that. I think that's an example. We shall find out. Speaking of brayers, I had these for £1.50 each. Now, I've got a cheap brayer. It's not brilliant. Oh, this has come with a nice bit of tissue paper too, with some hearts on. I'll be able to use that. Don't think that's ever been used. It looks like a vintage one. I think it probably is. The label's long gone. Oh, it's a free elastic band too. Wow. And this one. Oh, it's got a name on it. Let's have a look. It still has got the original tissue paper on this one. Oh yes, it's a bit grubby. Never been used again. And it is Ocaldo, colours may stain, protect clothing and furnishings made in England, Calder Colours. Ashby Limited. Oh, right, so if that's going to stain, let's use this bit of cardboard and try it out. Oh, it's squeaky. Is this one squeaky? Right, I wonder if that's why somebody put them in the charity shop. They thought, I can't stand the squeaking. I would say that those are probably the same brand. They look exactly the same, don't they? My husband spotted these and said, oh, do you want these? They look like the sort of thing you use. So 50p, I got craft string. There are 4 meters on each roll. Let's open it up. So we've got shades of pink. Oh, it's quite solid actually. It is more string than I thought. Maybe it was like embroidery floss, but it's not. Which is good because it won't keep coming apart into all the individual strands. It's a nice little card too. That's very useful actually. A lot of the display packaging is normally no good at all, but that's very good. So get those and some tassels. Oh, we all love a bit of tassel. So let's open that up. Dove Crafts, tassels 5 Pompille, I take it that's French, thecraftblog.com. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're quite posh. I think they're actually suede, or are they cardboard? Doesn't say. I think the pink is my favourite, followed by the green. That's my least favourite, but if it was on a journal with lots of creams and vintage looking, then that might be quite nice. This was 25p. Getting bits in it. It was in a box, but if I show you close up there, it's like a handmade lace, and I'll go measure it. 2.5 yards of blue, and I'm pretty sure it was 25p. Can't be bad at all. And that'll go on my denim journal with the blue ribbons that I got. I'll be back. I think it'll make a nice combination with that and this and some denim. Lots of different blues and whites that's going to be. So, yep, that gets a thumbs up. Now look at that for a ribbon haul for some journaling. There is so much ribbon on here. I don't know how much is on there, and it cost me £1. So I think that's going to last me the rest of my life. I can't see me using that much blue ribbon unless I really get into blue journals. So I think for art journaling, that was a real bargain. I suppose if you had lots of ponytails and you wanted to tie them up with blue ribbon and kept losing your ribbon, it'd be a bargain too. I don't know if any of you ladies here used to have ribbons put in their hair when you were younger. My mother used to give me bunches, ponytails, and at night the ribbons would come out and your head would itch like mad where the hair had been pulled in the wrong direction. Ribbon always reminds me of that. I got this for 25p. Now, if I take this elastic band off, I don't think it's doing it any good. It's just like a canvas type, there you go, I don't know, ribbon. And on the other side is all glittery sparkly bits, and I love a bit of bling on my journals and in my art, so I'm pleased with that. It's a shame it's got these marks where the elastic band had been on, but I don't know whether to take a risk and iron it or whether I'll hang it off the line on a damp day and see if that'll pull them out. Or I suppose if I glue them and then push them down, they probably will lose that crease. But bling, 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 bling. Another thing that's useful for art journals is playing cards, and I found they're smaller than the standard playing cards. Oh, there is a way of opening this. That's not it. Oh well. Now, even if I only use the jokers, these words get my thing out, £1. Look at those happy face jokers. There's another one, but then even the cards, look at these. I've never seen such pretty cards that were very journal worthy. There's the king. There's the queen, doesn't she look very posh? And there's the jack, looking very suave and sophisticated. But then on the others, I can either have them that way round, or I could even decorate the fronts and leave the backs undecorated because they're quite pretty. And this pack is pink. If I turn it that way, you'll be able to see the whole card. I do love a bit of pink. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice, yes. And, oh, I haven't seen that on all the cards. That 4 there, it's got some little flowers on it. They've really gone to town on this pack of cards. So, look. Only seems to be the 4 for some reason had flowers on. Oh no, the ace there. Got some flowers. Oh, that is a very good set of cards. Perfect for journaling. When I do my journaling videos now, you probably are going to see a lot of those cards because I really like them. Now this was 50p. I take the noisy plastic bag off. It's not looking very gold, but it is gold. If I show you there, if you can see, there are all sorts of hinges and the little holes where the screws would go. So I'm not quite sure what this is off, but there are several of those sheets and there are several of these. Again, they are a very rich gold colour, but that's not coming out. And these are die cuts that you've just got to pop out with lots of glitter. There's also, sort this all through, there's some silver ones of those hinges. Oh, there's my camera there. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these, but I think they are going to be useful for journal covers or inside journals, perhaps for journal pockets. I'm sure I'll come up with something. And then more snowflakes, more gold ones. Oh, this pack of silver ones. Oh no, there's only one in there. It's got its own little plastic bag. How posh. But it doesn't stop there. Look at these. I got some punches. Now I don't have many punches and I've been keeping an eye out on the second-hand ones on eBay and they're very expensive. They go for such a lot of money. And then I found these in the charity shop and thought, I'll go with these. So let's have a look what shapes we got. This one was £1 and it's a heart. And then this one was £1.50 and it's a flower. And this one was £1.50. It's a Fiskars and it's one of those border ones. But I won't put those away completely. I'll move those there because I also got this for £1.50. It's Doorcraft Paper Mania 24 different coloured cards. They're 12 by 12. What I like about these things is you can actually use, this is just a sheet off the top, 2 sheets off the top, but you can use those in your journals. Cut them out and do something with them. And then we got, as I said, 24 different coloured papers. So I'll pick my least favourite paper. Which is my least favourite? Which one shall I go for? I go for the white. That's not very exciting, is it? No, you can't really see it on my camera. Let's go for a darker colour. We'll go for this blue. There were 48 sheets in this when it was new. I probably find there are some sheets that are missing now. So let's have a look. Let's try this flower punch, see if it works. Pop it in. Ooh, that was a solid crunchy sound. Oh, and there's the little flower. Oh, look at that. Now I can do that with lots of different colours. And then I've got myself some collage flowers. I can even, on journal pages, cut that flower into the corner to add some interest in, say, a botanical journal, a floral journal, a fairy tale journal, anything like that. What I like about these ones is you can see where you're going. I'll get some pattern paper to show you what I mean. There, this will be easier to show you. So if I wanted to have that as the centre of the flower I was punching, I can pop this in, use it upside down and line it up. Which is going to be difficult because they're in the wrong place. Let's have a look over here. So there, you can see the flower through it. Put that right in the centre and then punch. I turn this over. I've now got a centre to my flower. So I really like the positioning ability of these. There's another flower. I'm going to end up with loads of things by the time we're finished showing you this. This heart, same sort of thing. Open it up. And we'll go for this side for the heart. Let's see if it works. Put it in there. Punch. And there we have a perfectly decorated heart. Back to the blue now to try out this punch here. So this is the Fiskars one, and it's got this pattern. So if we put that in there and give it a punch. There's something wrong with the return on this one. Right, that's a shame. There's just something, it's like a spring has gone or something. I'll have to figure out how to, I think I need to put a new spring in there. But I'm thinking, I've never used one of these before, but I think if we put this in again now and line up the pattern there. I didn't do a very good job of lining it up against the edge, did I? So if I line up the pattern there-ish, that's completely wrong. Let's try this side. Ah, that's what it is. Wrong side. So you can see there the little white bits are showing through. Push it down again. Do my little thing with my pencil. Oh yes, it actually makes a continuous border that's in the right place. Now that's really pretty, but I'm definitely going to have to sort out this spring issue. I think it's only just a little piece of one of those wiry things that boings up and down. I'll see what I can do. So let's check out my Happy Mail this week. I've got a little envelope, or envelope, depending on how you say it. And in it are some interesting little things. Let's make sure they're both out there. We've got this, which is a lovely piece of ephemera. I think it's quite modern. Look at that, River City Street Poet. It's going to be modern because it's got an email address on the bottom. The River City Street Poet. I thought that's going to fit wonderfully in the right sort of journal. And also this one, which is Chattanooga Historical Society. People on a rock. They climbed up a ladder onto a rock. I have no idea why. Lookout Mountain. Aha, so there must be a mountain in Chattanooga called Lookout Mountain. If ever I go, I'll check it out. But the final piece is this. Now, I love putting a bit of lace or fanciness on the outside of a journal, and look at this. That deserves a white background. This has got a crochet all around the outside. The hem has been hand rolled and stitched. Look at that beautiful butterfly. So this, I think, is going to go perfectly on a journal. I'll get a journal and show you. I'm forever disappearing. That's what comes of not being organised. Now, I think I'd use this on a slightly bigger journal than this one, possibly. I don't know. But that could go... Oh, you could use this as a closure on the journal, couldn't you? Like that. Oh, actually, I like that, yes. I was thinking of just putting it on and then folding the edges. So that if I pick that up, putting that in there so that it would look like that. But I quite like the idea now of doing that. I think that might be quite pretty. I'll have a think of that. That's the thing when you're journaling, you've got an idea what you want to make, and it's like a journey, but almost like a mystery tour. You think, right, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, and when you get started, oh, you just get overwhelmed with the possibilities and end up doing something completely different. But that will definitely be going on journal. I don't think I'll be putting that on my the denim one I'm doing, because that I think needs to be on more of a vintagey journal, something like that, or even a flora and fauna journal. You can see there, if I put dark blue ribbon on there, it's going to overwhelm it. So yes, I think that's going to need some special treatment on pale vintagey colours. Thank you to Phyllis for my Happy Mail. I'm really pleased with that, as you can tell. This is my next journal, and in my next video I am planning on starting to show you how to put pockets, belly bands, things like that, how to make some little tags and things and fill this rainbow journal probably isn't showing up very well colour-wise, but it's a beautiful rainbow. I'll put a link at the end of the video to when I made a rainbow journal with paper dyeing and then popping it into a journal. And if you fancy trying journaling, really give this a try, because it is so easy to do. If you can put a peg into a hole, you can make a journal. It's that simple. So pop over and check out that video, and if you do make a journal, or if you've made a journal since watching that video, let me know. I'd love to know. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up, and it will be great if you can subscribe, and then you can follow my art journey, discovering the things I discover, and also learning more about making journals, tips, hints, techniques, art tips, painting tips, anything I come across that makes my life easier as a beginner, I'll tell you. I'm really looking forward to you coming on this journey with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you, reading your comments. So don't forget to drop a comment below, down there. I'd love to hear from you. So I'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget, draw every day and have fun. Bye!